Yeah, 1 minute, yeah, we gotta get while we keep waiting.
Hey Internet, it's your girl Nefertiti with Positive Talks with TT, and I'm coming back at you with yet another video for the week. And I apologize for the lighting. It's really, really bright, and it kind of contrasts with the darkness in my car. It's kind of weird, so I look kind of bald-headed right now, but I promise you I have hair. So anyway, today I want to talk about being in your comfort zone and how that can help, it can hurt you rather than help you more so. And a lot of times being in your comfort zone means that, you basically want to stick to the devil that you know rather than the devil that you don't know. And, whatever your situation is, if you're comfortable with being there, sometimes you have no place to grow, because wherever your comfort zone is, that's where you're going to stay. You're going to become complacent. You're going to become stagnant. You're going to plateau in a sense. And so, but if you want to grow and you have the desire to improve your life or your finances or your relationship or whatever the case is, that sometimes you have to step out of that comfort zone in order to grow, and in order to improve and succeed. And so, sometimes, you have to weigh the pros and cons of doing it, but really, as long as it's worth it in the end, then really no matter what you go through, I mean, hey, as long as you reach your goal, it's worth it, right? So, sometimes, as an example, say you're in a relationship, right? Your significant other, male or female, maybe they're kind of talking to you out the side of their neck a little bit, pushing you around a little bit, maybe taking advantage of you, hurting your feelings or whatever, and you really want that relationship to get better, and because all you can really think about is the person that they were when you fell in love with them, but they've turned into this person that, you don't really like a little bit, but you want to make the relationship better. So you continue to stay with them, you continue to try to improve the relationship, or you just kind of let them treat you how they've been treating you. That's kind of sticking to the devil that you know, because you're already comfortable with them. You already know how they operate. You already know, what they say and do. You know them well enough that, you feel kind of in your routine, but that relationship's never going to grow because it's stagnant, and not to say that you're complacent or anything like that with that relationship. You're not content, but it's not going to get any better. So stepping outside of that comfort zone, maybe you either need to leave them, or maybe, I don't want to say give them an ultimatum, but you need to find a way to step outside of that comfort zone so that you can get them to stop treating you in that manner, or you need to find somebody else. Some people say, well, maybe somebody out there, who else is going to love me besides this person? Don't nobody else want me but this person. Or I don't want to take care of these kids by myself, or whatever the case is. Sometimes you got to step out. You got to take a risk, and it is what it is. I've been in that situation before. I was in a bad relationship, and I was afraid to leave because I felt like, in my personal situation, I felt like nobody else was going to love me. I felt like I didn't want to take care of my kid by myself. I didn't want to have to start over. But after a while, sometimes you'd rather be lonely than be unhappy with your situation. And so I just had to go on and take that leap of faith. I went ahead, left the relationship because it was too toxic for me. And I was single for a little bit. I was a little lonely and stuff, but it was better than being unhappy in a relationship. And so I went on about my life, and I just happened to meet the man who is now my husband, and he is the greatest man I've ever met in my life, and he's awesome. And but because I took that leap instead of staying in the same relationship because I was so used to it, I never would have met him, and I would have not been as happy as I am now. So that's an example of that. Or maybe you're in a financial situation where your job doesn't pay enough. Maybe for instance, you're on some type of government benefits such as food stamps, housing, Section 8, whatever, SSI, whatever, right? Even if you're not on that. But, and then, now, don't get me wrong, I don't have nothing against government benefits. Hey, shout out to the government benefits. If you have it, that's cool. But the bad thing about that is, in order to get those benefits, you have to make a certain amount. You can't go over that certain amount. Even if it's 50 cents over that limit, they consider you to be able to afford food or housing or whatever, supplemental income. They expect you to be able to afford that, even if it's 50 cents over the limit. And so the problem with that is, in order to get those benefits, you basically have to be poor. And that's not cool either. You don't want to be poor and broke all the time just so you can get free food or free housing, because then you're staying stagnant. Some people, I've talked to a few different people, and they would rather not get a job and stay living off of whatever they're living off of a month, which is not enough, in order to keep their benefits. But so if they get their job, they're like, well, what if I get fired? Or what if something happens and then I lose my job and then I have nothing? But I would rather take that chance and become rich financially than to sit there and just take it by the government. The least they can do is take me out to dinner first before they try to stick it to me like that. So anybody got time for all that? So sometimes you have to get out there. You have to go after your dream life, go after your career that you want. You have to do something, because it's better than having that hold. Imagine your comfort zone as being a cave. It's cold, it's drippy in there, it's drafty, and the only spot in the cave where you have to sit is between a sharp rock, and a hard place, literally. I mean, it's just uncomfortable. But you know what? That cave is all that you know, and the cave is all that you're used to. And if you go outside of that cave, you don't know if you're going to get eaten by a tiger or if you're going to go on the greatest adventure of your life. But I'd rather go outside and find out than to stay stuck in that cave for the rest of my life miserable. And so, in order to grow, even if you fail, in order to grow, you have to see what's out there, and you have to step outside of that comfort zone, because if you don't, you're going to be unhappy, and you're never going to get at what you want out of life. Life is not meant for you to go to work, pay bills, and die. Life is not meant for you to go to stay in an unhappy relationship, or to go to a job that you hate, or to be around people that you hate, or for you to really hate anything. That's not what life is about. Life is meant to be abundant in all areas, financially, spiritually, health, and happy. That's what it's supposed to be about. And so for you to try to step outside of that comfort zone, you really have to dig deep down and find the reason why, and you need to find that courage in order to go after your dream life and to go after the things that you want. Because if you don't, it is what it is. And I mean, if you choose not to do that, then that's your life, and that's fine, but at the same time, you got to do what you got to do. You know what I'm saying? Either you're going to be happy, or you're not. You only live once. And the life I choose to live is the life that I choose, not the life that is given to me. Because if I don't like the cards that I'm dealt, I'm digging for a new deck of cards. Ain't nobody got time for all that. So that is all I have to say about that. This is Nefertiti, Positive Talks with TT. Follow me on Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat. Follow me on YouTube. Subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to like and share as well. I'm out of traffic again, so this is time for me to go. Please click the link in my video. Please click the link in the comments, so that you can go to YouTube, so that I can get more views on YouTube. You don't have to watch the whole thing, but just click it so I can get some more views. I'd really appreciate that. And hey, if you want to hear anything, or if you want tea time interview, comment below as well, and we can set that up. And yeah, guys, I love you guys. Thank you for your support. And thank you for those who really truly look forward to my videos every week. I really appreciate it. And I'll see you guys next time. All right.